Hey guys, Mama Bear here, and welcome to the channel. I want to introduce myself because I'm recognizing there's quite a few people who may not know me or my sidekick Bear, which didn't want to do her whole gear loadout today, so I'll do mine and I'll see if I can convince hers to do hers if you guys are interested. But I'm Mama Bear. I'm part of the duo, the mother-daughter team, who attempted last year in 2024 a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. We got to mile number 758.8 until we unfortunately succumbed to homesickness. But this time we have a mission, and that is going to be hiking for healing in Appalachia. It's a fundraiser we're doing with Samaritan's Purse, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later. But for now, as requested, I'm going to do my gear loadout that I'll be taking. I even printed my lighter pack. I don't think I've completely updated this, but I will work on that and put the link in the description and in the video so you guys have it for reference. If you have any questions, comment down below. Feel free to ask. I'll do my very best to help you. So let's start with the pack. I am taking the Hyperlight 55 liter Junction. It is the same pack that I took on this last go around. I love this pack. I have absolutely no complaints whatsoever. It is mostly waterproof. We'll call it water resistant, but honestly, I didn't have any water intrusion at all. And as a lot of you know, we hiked a lot in rain, and I didn't have a pack cover. Bear has a pack cover for hers because it's not a Hyperlight, and hers is not water resistant, but I did not, and I didn't have any water intrusion. Absolutely love this pack. 55 liters. I have a 70 liter that I thought I was going to use last year and then realized that was way too big, even with the concern that I may have to carry some of Bear's gear for any reason or just extra supplies. I still have plenty of room in this 55 liter pack. On this pack, you're going to see this very lightweight, kind of an ornament, but it's going to be hanging on the back of our pack. And it is Come Hell or High Water. That's one side, Appalachian Strong. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to go right here. I just put it here so that you guys could see it. If it bounces or if I hear it, I'll have to move it, because that is one pet peeve I have, is having anything move or bounce or make noise as I'm hiking. And so we'll try it here and we'll see how it goes. If this doesn't work, we'll find another spot for it. I also have just a little thermometer. I think it was like 10 bucks off of Amazon. It's not anything needed. It's not anything necessary. I just like to kind of know what the temperature is. And I typically hang it off the front. But when we were on the Foothills Trail, I hung it on the side and it worked just fine for me. On the front, I have some sort of buff. I may take this one. I have another one that I bought in Damascus. It's really kind of cool. I'll probably take this one. But it's just a buff, and in the winter time and in the summer, I use it to wipe my face, wipe my nose. I know it's kind of gross, but especially in the winter when it's cold, you know, your nose is running, or when it's hot, you're sweating like crazy. It's just nice to have something to wipe your face with. And on this side, hold that thought, I'll grab it because I just realized I forgot it. I will have again the Garmin InReach Mini 2, and that just goes on the front of my pack. I will have my water bottle on this side. I will have the tent stakes and the umbrella. Just realized I forgot that too. Stand by. I'm back with one of my most prized possessions. Many of you know how protective and in love with this umbrella that I am. It is the Gossamer gear. It's about 6.6 ounces. 100% worth it. I think it could be 2 pounds and I would still carry it. Bear and I absolutely would frolic down the trail like Mary Poppins in heavy downpours while everybody else was in their tent or just waiting it out, or, you know, going to shelters to try to get out of the rain, or had this like really bad grimace on their face as water was beating down on their face. They were just so annoyed, so aggravated. They were grumpy because they couldn't stop and eat because it was raining so hard. Well, here we are again. It's still raining, but we're taking our lunch break now.
We are hungry.
Because we're pretty hungry, yeah. But Bear and I would just don our umbrellas, I have this, or she has one also, where you can just strap it to your strap on the backpack and it can be hands-free. Sometimes though, it was just as easy to kind of hold it, or, you know, just like sort of shove it right in between where the pack straps, and it was fine, unless it was crazy windy, and that's a whole other story. But there are techniques that really, really you can learn that make a big difference between being able to hike, you know, like Mary Poppins down the trail and happy as can be, or be super annoyed. But this will go next to the tent stakes. All right, moving on. Speaking of the tent, this is the Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL3. We chose to go with the 3-person instead of the 2-person because we just like a little bit of extra room. I did kind of think about going with the 2-person and shaving a little bit of weight, but honestly, I mean, there's days where you might have to spend hours in here past, you know, sleeping. If it's pouring down rain torrentially, or for whatever reason, you're just in the tent for longer, you kind of want to be able to have a little bit of room to spread out. And we just really liked this tent. It's super easy to set up. It's a semi-freestanding. The sister to this would be the copper spur. I also have that. That's actually what I started out with before we got on the AT, when we thru hiked the Foothills Trail. And I love that tent so much. But that is a fully freestanding tent, and I think that one's a good pound, if not pound and a half heavier than this one, which is how we ended up with this one. No issues with water intrusion, and like I said, we experienced some significant rain. I mean, beating down, where the winds were whipping crazy, and this withstood it all like a champ. Do you want to use the flex tail?
No, it's too light.
It's right there in my bag. Well, we're just kind of continuing business as usual, right? Setting up our bed. Hopefully the storm will be quick and blow through. But our tent is solid. Yeah. And we're good to go. So we're taking it again. And I'm excited to know that, you know, we can rely on this again and feel very comfortable. I keep the tent stakes in here also. And so these go on one side with the umbrella, my backpack. And then this will typically go just under my food bag, depending on if I need to dry it out, but that's a whole other story. So yeah, this is our tent. Let's go with my sleep system, and that is, I'll start with the pad. This is the Nemo Tensor Extreme. This is 8.5 R value. In the summer, we switched to the regular Nemo Tensor, so we will switch this out. Again, probably in Damascus, and that is significantly lighter. I think this is 22 ounces maybe. Yeah, 22.1 ounces. So it's significantly heavier than other lower R value pads, but this is 3.5 inches tall, very comfortable, and kept us very warm. Our first day in Georgia, March 18th this past year, it was 15 degrees. And between this and the quilts that we're continuing to take this time, we were warm and toasty. Speaking of the quilt, this is the Enlightened Equipment 15 degree. I think it's 850 fill. And I always forget which one, if it's the Enigma or the Revelation. But it's whatever one that has the sewn toe box. Super comfortable, super warm. I absolutely love this quilt. I did order Bear and I 40 degree quilts for the summer, and we'll have those sent to us too, along with the lighter lower R value pad in Damascus. We haven't gotten those yet, but we're kind of excited about those because we did get to customize the color, so excited to get those. This time I am choosing to take, in addition, this Sea to Summit React liner. I didn't take it last time. I had it. I didn't take it last time. I didn't need it. But because that was a whole month later, we started March 18th last year. This year we're starting in February. I figure I'm just going to take it. If I don't need it, I can send it home sooner than later. I don't have to necessarily wait till Damascus to send this back if I need to send it back. But This is comfortable. It's the short version. I'm only 5'3", so it's perfectly fine for me. It's supposed to add 10 degrees of warmth. I don't know that it adds 10 degrees of warmth. I have no real way to measure that necessarily, but it definitely adds some warmth. Bear also has one from Outdoor Vitals that she prefers, and she usually hikes with that year round because she just likes the feeling of a sheet with her quilt, kind of like at home. So I will be sending this home probably once it gets warm enough, maybe even before Damascus, but I'm going to bring it this time. Quick note, I just found out about this original Alpha sleeping bag liner and I'm intrigued. So I ordered one and I'm going to give it a try. Remind me to tell you guys which one I ended up bringing on the AT. I also have the Flextail Zero pillow. This is such a comfortable pillow. I had no idea Flextail even made a pillow. Last year they sent us this and they sent us the pump, which I'll show you that in a minute. But I really like this. It's super light. I think it's 5 ounces. So it's like ridiculously light and it's comfortable. I like it a lot. So that's it for the sleep system. So no matter what, whether it's in the winter or it's in the summertime or whatever season it is, we always, always, always take a set of dry clothes to sleep in. And for the winter, they're heavy. They're about 1 pound. I choose to bring the icebreakers. Yeah, the icebreakers merino wool 260. They're very, very warm, and I carry these until Damascus as well. And in Damascus, I will have just a regular pair of leggings and a t-shirt to sleep in. These are way too warm to sleep in when it starts to get warm. This time I'm trying something different. Some of you know, maybe even remember on the video when we were at, I think it was, gosh, I don't remember what hostel it is. Somebody comment below if you remember, but remember when I cried about the hostel losing one of my beloved sleep socks?
I can't find my other sleep sock. Yeah, I think someone lost it in the laundry. Yeah, so we had our laundry done here, and it only came back with 1 sock. Yeah. So in a little while, I'm gonna go investigate and see if somewhere my other sock happened to get lost or get put in someone else's basket. Yeah. But I love these socks. They're nice, wool, snuggly, fluffy socks.
I'm reunited. I feel like singing and dancing. I have both of my socks now.
Well, of course, you know that they found it. No harm, no foul. It was fine. But I'm gonna try these this time. This is alpaca, and when I went on the Foothills Trail, it was very cold, and these were so warm. They're only like another 2 ounces heavier than my socks that I took last time, but they're the Packa's alpaca little booties. So we'll see. If I don't like them, then, you know, I'll have my socks sent to me, but they're very warm and they're very snuggly. So I'm looking forward to wearing these. And I really, really look forward to every night coming back and taking off your wet, sweaty clothes and being able to put on something that feels fresh. Not so fresh if it's like 5 days later, but it does feel fresh-er if you know, can change into something different and really just get a little bit more comfortable for the night. It helps me sleep better. So these are my sleep socks. For the undergarments, I have 2 pairs of boy shorts. This is Merino Ridge boy shorts. I really like these. They're very comfortable. And for the bra, I have the Brandwin, just, you know, regular bra. It's very comfortable. Both of these are merino wool, and I can't say enough how good, especially undergarments for merino wool are. They dry quick, they don't hold bacteria and smell. They're my go-to. And then of course I will bring 2 pairs. I'm not sure if these will be the ones, but I'll bring 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks to alternate when one gets gross or, you know, rainy, walking through puddles, what have you. I'll always have 2 pairs. And then of course, remember, these are my other pair for just sleeping at night. So essentially I have like 3 pairs of socks. I just kind of upped my game a little bit with the booties this time. All right, what will I wear? So all of my clothes, let me back up just a minute. My quilt goes in first at the bottom, but even though this is water resistant, pretty much waterproof, I just won't take any chances of having any damage with water to, you know, my sleep system or my clothes. So I do have an Nyloplum bag liner. So that goes in first. I don't use a stuff sack for my quilt. I just stuff it down in there so it kind of can fill in the gaps in the spaces. And then my clothes, I have thought about getting a Dyneema bag, not even really a stuff sack, but just a bag. I might still do that. I don't know, but just a little bit tight, so I probably won't. But I have this. I used this last time. It's just a stuff sack. I don't really use it as a stuff sack. I use it as just a way to keep organized. And for me, being on trail and being organized in my everyday life, it's just very important to me. It helps me feel balanced and helps me feel like I've got my stuff together. So literally and figuratively. So I put all my clothes in here. So I'll put, you know, all of my sleep clothes in here, my socks, my extra pair of underwear, because I'll be wearing one, of course. And then I only do carry one bra, so that will be something, I'll be wearing these. And then that goes down on top of my quilt, and then I fold down the Nyloplum bag very tightly and then kind of roll it so that if there is water intrusion, that stuff will be good to go. Starting in February, because it will be colder, Bear and I absolutely love, this won't be hiking in, these are bay leaf. They're cheap on Amazon. Bay leaf leggings, sorry. I like that they have the pockets on the side, and the best part is they are fleece lined. So it's kind of hard to tell in the video, but they're so comfortable. They are so warm. I've tried these out on multiple different rainy occasions, and they're actually water resistant too, which is really cool. You'll just see the water sort of bead up on them and sort of just flow off. I can even sit on a wet log, even with or without my sit pad, but you know, I can sit on a wet log and my bottom is dry. So we really like these. They are so warm. We absolutely will not hike in these in the summer though, because they almost give you heat stroke. They're so hot. So we will change these out and send these home in the summer with all the other cold stuff, probably in Damascus. But until then, you know, we'll hike in these in the winter, and they're super warm. For my base layer, for my top, first I will have the Brandwin bra, and then I will have just a regular merino wool t-shirt. I don't know if it'll be this one, if it'll be the black one. I have a red one. I don't know. It's whatever color I feel like taking, but I'll have a short sleeve merino wool as my base layer on my top. And then those who have been with us for a little while know how much I love this thing. This is my favorite thing in the entire pack. It is the Mountain Hardwear Fleece Grid. I can't say enough about it, you guys. Like, this thing is so comfortable, so warm, so breathable. It's like all the things all at the same time, and the kangaroo pockets are just super snuggly. So this will be my mid layer. And then if it's really cold, but I rarely ever hike in my puffy, this is the Outdoor Vitals Nova Pro. Love this. It's very warm. It has the hood. It's synthetic and down, I think. I can't remember. I bought this over a year ago, but this is really, really comfortable. Like I said, I very rarely hike in this because it just gets too hot too quick. But if it's really crazy cold, then I will start hiking in this. If it's really crazy cold and it's raining, then I'll throw my Marmot rain jacket. I got this last year on trail after Bear's Columbia, I think it was, rain jacket wetted out, and then she took mine. I'm blanking on what I had, but she loves it, so she's gonna go ahead and keep that one. I had to buy this one. I think it was in Hot Springs. I don't remember. I'll have to look. It's fine. I have no issues with it. I don't see me needing to get another one or changing it. It's a little heavier than the one that I gave Bear that I had, but by like 2 to 3 ounces, it's really negligible for me. So that is what we'll be wearing on trail to start with. Now, in the summer, of course, I'm going to keep this or get another one if it, you know, gets all messed up. but I will change out the leggings for these backcountry skort. I love this thing. It is so comfortable, and it's like an A-line skort, and it also has the stretchy, like what do you call those? Like the bicycle shorts underneath, I guess they're called. And it's hard to show you, but they have a pocket on the right and I think the left thigh, so it's nice. So when it's raining, I will stick my phone in the pocket and then just sticking it through here. But then it also has the cover that kind of keeps it a little bit protected. So super comfortable. I did get new gloves. I thought the last ones that we had just really weren't warm enough, and I love micro grids, so I got these. This is Outdoor Research, and this is micro grid fleece. I have a pack of mitten that if it's super cold, super ridiculous, I can put like these over this. I don't know if I'm going to take both of them. I'm still kind of weighing the odds out on that. We'll see. But either way, I'm definitely going to take these because I did feel like my hands stayed warm when we were just on the Foothills Trail, and I think it got down to like 30 something at night, and it felt like they did a pretty good job. I have a buff. This is a fleece buff. I love this. I took it last time. I put it right over my face. Like literally I'll cover my whole face when I'm sleeping. I'll put this beanie. Why couldn't I think of what this was called? It's a beanie, y'all. Anyways, this is new as well. Last year I had the merino wool. I liked it. It was just as fine, but I kind of made the mistake and I think I washed it one too many times and it shrunk. Either that or my head got bigger. I'm gonna go with it shrunk. But anyways, this is super warm, super soft. I'm kind of really starting to like alpaca a lot too. And they have a lot of the same properties as merino wool. My stove, it's gonna be the same stove that I took last year and cup. This is the Toaks. I think it's 700 milliliter. I'm looking at this in case you guys wonder what I'm looking at over here. Yeah, 750 milliliter Toaks cup. I'm gonna keep this. I know it's extra weight. It is probably less than an ounce, but I just like it because it's easy to see and grab out of my bag because it's bright orange, and it just keeps it all together. It keeps it closed and nice and compact. But you guys have seen me use this. It's no different. This is the MSR Pocket Rocket stove. It's the same one that I left the trail with. It's not the deluxe where it has a little igniter. This is literally just the one that it's just, you know, you light with the lighter. I have the mini Bic lighter in here. And of course, the 4-ounce can of fuel. And I always have some type of buff or something, and I put it back in there like that because sometimes you just need like a mitten, like an oven mitten to grab some of this, like this if it gets hot, or just to be able to wipe it out. I don't put any of our meals in here. I only boil water in here. So it doesn't ever have any food particles, but it does get wet, and you know, you want to dry it out because you can already see a little bit of rust. Sometimes that forms. And so then I put this back in here and I put everything back, nests on top. All right, electronics. I'm taking my Coros watch again. I love this thing. It's super cool. I am also taking the Shocks bone phones, basically. They just go on the outside of your ear. And so it helps you to still be able to hear. So for me, as a safety feature, I really like not to have earplugs in so I could still hear people all around me. And they just fit like this. They're really nice. They're very, very water resistant. I hiked when it was pouring down rain, and even sometimes, you know, when the rain would go sideways and you'd get a little bit of spray here and there, it still was fine. It was no issues at all. They work great. I use them all the time, just in everyday life. My electronics bag, this is a Hyperlight Dyneema bag. I always keep everything together, so everything electronic goes in here, including the headphones if I'm not using them, or in my fanny pack, which I'll get to in a minute too. I take two Nightcore 10,000 milliamp batteries. It's kind of overkill. It's 20,000 obviously total, but my rule is 2 is 1, 1 is none. So if one fails, I'll still have the other one. And they're lightweight, and they perform well for me. So no issues with these at all. And then of course the charging block. you know, that you have. I think this is actually not the one I'm taking. It's downstairs because it's fast. It's a fast charger. And then of course the cords that I need for my watch, for the Shocks headphones, and for my phone. Those all go in here. And then we have the Flex Tail Zero. Everyone, I think, has seen this, and if not, maybe I'll put a little video in here, but this blows up your pad quickly. It's lightweight. It stands on its own. Love this. I think it's, with the battery, it's a rechargeable battery. I think it's, I don't know, 4 or 5 ounces, 6 ounces. Maybe I'd have to go look on the lighter pack, but definitely worth it to me. And so I'm taking that again this year. So all in this Dyneema bag. Let's see. My neck knife. I'm going to take another one. I don't think I'll take this one. It was like $20 on Amazon, and it's a nice little knife. It's Wayland, but it's all rusty. I mean, it's all rusty all over the place. The chain's rusty. I use it actually quite a bit to just open things. So I always had it around my neck, but I want to get, you know, the really fancy one that Dixie has. I can't think of the name right now, but maybe that will be like a gift after it's all over that I reward myself with. I don't know, but that will not be in the budget because this one was $20. I think that one was like $200 and something. So maybe later, but for now I'll have to get this replaced with another brand. My water filtration system, I bring this bag. No, it's totally not needed, but again, I just like it because I throw it in the back part of my pack. I throw it back here, and then I just pull it out. It's easy, it stays together. But I have the Sawyer squeeze, not the mini. It is just the regular full Sawyer. And then I have the Canuck, however you say that, I don't know. But I have the, I think this is, yeah, 2-liter Vecto bag. It's great. Bear also has her own water filter and her own bag as well. That's just kind of like a nice redundancy to have on something that's so important like water. Plus, it just makes it go a little bit faster. Not that we're necessarily in a rush, but sometimes it is a chore, and it's nice if we're both doing it together. And last year, I remember we would filter water for, you know, friends. If we were already going to be down there, we would just, you know, bring up the big bag, and both of us would share with whoever else was at camp. So just made one less chore for somebody else. So that's the water filtration. I do have tabs as well. Those go in my fanny pack typically. I haven't had to use them ever, but I think it's always good to have. If we have 2 failures of our water filters, we have a backup. I am bringing hot hands. I always bring hot hands. I think to start out with, I'll bring 3. These are so nice in camp at night, especially when it's really cold. It just kind of gives you that warm, snuggly vibe, and really can help warm you up if you've gotten the chill before you get into your sleeping bag. I carry 2 of these Gossamer Gear, what are these, Dyneema? I think, I don't know. But the 2 Gossamer Gear bags, yeah, they're Dyneema. One of them is all of my toiletry stuff, and so I don't know that I'll just dump it all out, but I have the cork ball to roll out your feet, your legs, whatever's hurting. I have always with me, this is actually a Norwex cloth. I don't know if you're as familiar with that company, but they have some type of technology where they weave something, I don't remember what it is, into this fiber, but it's like bacterial resistant. It's kind of crazy. So every night I just wet this a little bit and wipe down my face, wipe down my neck, just kind of clean up a little bit, and just my face, not anywhere else in, you know, the nether regions, because that would be gross, but just my face to get, you know, any oil off, any, you know, kind of exfoliation or so. It just feels kind of good to do that at camp every night. And then I rinse it out and clean it and throw it in the wash whenever we do laundry at hostels. And I also will have things like, I used to have my toothbrush in here, but I'm actually going to keep my toothbrush in my fanny pack. I'll tell you about that in a second. But I have, you know, girls' supplies, monthly supplies, tampons. I do have like melatonin. I have one of these super cheap, literally dollar store brushes. It feels so nice just to rub your scalp and brush your scalp at the end of the day. So I bring that. What else? I have face moisturizer. I have a razor. And I actually have antibiotic ointment, which actually goes into the other bag. So I'm going to take that out. Try to keep those separate. Ladies, when you are disposing of your menstrual products, tampons, pads, what have you, one thing that I like to do is bring black doggy bags, you know, poop bags, because nobody wants to see that in your regular see-through gallon trash bag that we usually all carry in the back of our knitting. You know, you kind of just want to be discreet with that. So this is a really good option that you're able to just dispose of that, pack it out, and not have to have it, you know, showing all over the place. So that's about it that's in here. I told you guys that I have like melatonin stuff. These are the new strips. I've talked to you guys a lot about these new strips in the past few videos. If you're interested in them, there is melatonin, valerian root, L-theanine, and B6, and these are so wonderful to get a really good night's sleep. And what I love about them is I don't have to grab for water, chug water with a pill, and then have to get up to go to the bathroom a couple hours later. You just open these, they're just little strips, and you put it on your tongue, dissolves within, you know, 30 seconds or so. It tastes good. This one's blueberry, and it just gives me a really, really nice night's sleep without waking up feeling very groggy in the morning. And let's see, face moisturizer, I think I already said. And that's about it. Oh, and I'll have turmeric in here. So turmeric, frankincense, ginger root, and black pepper. I always have a bag of this. I try to take 2, 3, maybe 4 per day. That helps with inflammation and joints and all of that. So that's like my hygiene bag. Oh, and a couple of hair ties. Then I have like my med kit bag, which is this one. And I have all kinds of stuff in here, and I'm feeling it. And this is probably way too heavy, but Bear has her own stuff, but just in case, I have a little of extra stuff. I have a head net in here. I know we're not going to need this for months, but it's in there anyways because it literally weighs nothing. I have some ginger chews, an extra lighter, a way to flush out the filter. This was from our friend Candyman from Canada. Thank you, Candyman. We'll see you on trail in a couple months. We're super excited. I have some Advil, let's see, some Tylenol, some Benadryl, some sting treatment in case anybody gets stung by a bee or wasp or whatever, Leukotape, safety pins, just kind of some of the, you know, stuff that you think you would need. Antiseptic wipe, a couple Band-Aids, some chafing Solve, which I've never had an issue with that and hadn't had used. I have anti-itch cream. I have a tick key. I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. If you guys really want to know what's all in it, then I'll ask me and I'll list everything that I have in here. It's overkill. I have a tent patch in here, a screen, and then also just like a patch for the exterior walls. I have a Dayquil. I have all kinds of stuff. You know, I'm a mom. We just have those things. Let's see. I have my 1 ounce sit pad. Bear had one also, but she never used it, but I use it all the time. And so it's 1 ounce. I'm going to take it again. It is from Amazon. I think it was like $5 for like 2 or 3, but it's tiny. And it's really nice. I just put it right on the top of my pack. Oh, my fanny pack. Also, Coola cloth is a must. Women, Coola cloth, it's amazing. If you don't know about it, ask me and I'll share more. But basically, it's what you use to wipe after going #1. And it saves you from having to dig cat holes just, you know, to pee. In my fanny pack, this is a Hyperlite Versa. I think I'm going to put it on because it'll probably be easier if I do that than have to try to hold it and multitask it. Okay, in here, I've now decided to start carrying my toothbrush and toothpaste. And the reason why is because I don't know how many times we packed up, got everything ready for camp, whether we were in a rush or whether we just have to sleep or whatever. And I have forgotten because my toothbrush used to stay in this bag, right? So when I got ready for night, I had the cloth and all the nighttime stuff of my routines, I would keep my toothbrush in here. Well, I don't know how many times I had to stop, unpack my pack, because it's like in the middle of my pack, to brush my teeth after. So now my trick for myself is I'm going to keep my toothbrush and my toothpaste right here. So I have a bamboo toothbrush and I use Pro Enamel. Let's see. Here's my water treatment tabs. I don't think I'm going to bring all of these, but I'll have some of them in here and then maybe put the other ones in the med kit. I have my Nightcore NU25, I think, headlamp. I really like having my snacks in here, so I have currently still from the Foothills Trail, hot hands, and I have another lighter. I think this is my third lighter, but that's okay. And I have a chicken tramper, I think. Yeah, chicken tramper wallet. I will put, you know, my money and my credit cards, insurance cards in here, and then it clips into the inside. So if you can see, it can clip in here, and so that way if I, you know, happen to bend over and things fall out of my pack, this will not fall out of my pack. I have some type of like lip balm, whatever I have on hand. This is Vaseline. I think I have Burt's Bees also. And in the very back, I will typically have a little bit of camp soap, and so I keep it in here so it doesn't make a mess. But washing your hands is so important. If y'all don't know, norovirus is not affected, is not killed by just hand sanitizer. You have to wash your hands. So I have this always readily accessible. I don't have to dig through it in my other pack or anything. It's always right here in my bag, ready to go. And then of course I do have just a little thing of hand sanitizer also in here for other reasons. But during the bubble in the beginning, norovirus kind of becomes a big deal. So you have to be extra careful. And so I want to have that accessible always. I have my trekking poles, the Black Diamond trekking poles. They still look in really good shape. I have had no issues whatsoever with these. I think that's it, you guys. Let me give myself a quick look at this lighter pack list, just to scan it, to make sure I didn't forget to pull anything out. Oh, I did. Kind of important. My food bags. So we have the Dyneema super lightweight Hilltop pack, and inside we do have a I forgot what these say, OD proof bag. So it's an odor resistant bag that we put inside here. I also have my spoon that stays inside here because this is cool. It has a little, see that mesh part? That's where this goes. So it kind of just lives there. Again, it's really important to have places for everything in general, but it's extra important on trail because you only have one of everything, except for lighters. Apparently I have three. But anyways, here is the paracord and the rock stack that came with this, or that I purchased it with it, and the carabiner. So we have that, and that just lives in here too. I think that's it. I think that's all that we're taking. There were a few things that are different from last year that we chose to take, but really, I think it came down to the gloves, the alpaca booties, the alpaca beanie, and I think that's about it. I think everything else, other than some of the nutrition things that I'm adding this year, I think that's about all that I have changed. Yeah, that's it. All of this is the same gear that we used last year. I felt like last year we did a really good job prepping and did quite a few shakedown hikes. So I wasn't surprised when our gear performed and we liked it because we had done so many shakedown hikes already with it. So we're taking it again, and we're really excited, and we're looking forward to hitting the trail just in about a month now. And we're so thankful for all of you that were there since the beginning. You guys are the best online family ever. We feel so fortunate and blessed to have you guys with us. And to those of you that are new subscribers, thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. And we're ready to hike for healing for Appalachia. If you're interested in supporting and helping us hike for healing, there's a Samaritan's Link donation that you can give whatever you're able to, whether it's $1 or $1,000 or $10,000. We have a goal of about $7,000 to be able to continue to help all of the people that have been devastated by Hurricane Helene continue to recover, to rebuild, and continue healing. Thank you guys for watching, and we're so grateful to have you here. Oh, and one last thing that will also be situated somewhere on my pack. I'm not sure exactly where, but you guys saw it in the Foothills Trail video. This is our Hike for Healing flag, and so we will be taking one of these, each of us, all the way to Maine, God willing, and it will be a reminder and hopefully a conversation piece to continue to raise awareness as well as raise funds. If you're interested in one of these flags, we may also do a fundraiser, but haven't quite decided yet. So if you're interested in one of these flags, comment below and I'll see what I can do about making these available for you guys. Thanks so much. We're so blessed to have you as a part of our family, and we look forward to doing this adventure with you. Love and light to you all. And there's a couple of new things that we've decided to take. And a couple of these things, I do have discount codes for you guys to use if you want to try them. I'll put them in the description, but I'll also pop them up on the screen. The first one is Primal Queen. So ladies, this one is for you. This is a beef organ supplement. Yes, I know. I said, I just tripped over that rug. Did you see that rug just try to, oh, Lord, I thought it was a cat, but it was me and my feet and my slippers and the rug. Anyways, it's Primal Queen. I'm not obviously taking this jar. I'll put it in a Ziploc bag, but they're just organ beef supplements. They have helped me a lot. I'm 46, going through some perimenopausal stuff, and I've been taking these for now about 6 weeks, and I have definitely felt a difference taking these, and so I will 100% continue to take these. For you, if you want to try these, I believe I have a 25% off code for you here. So there's your code, there's the link, Primal Queen, beef organ supplements. I am so happy that I decided to try these. So these will be going on trail with me. I already told you guys about the turmeric. This is from our local herbal shop. It's turmeric, frankincense, ginger root, and black pepper. That combination is much more effective than just straight up turmeric. Let's see. Vitauthority once a day multivitamin. I don't have a code for this. I've just been using this for a while. This is also a women's supplement multivitamin. I don't have a code for you guys, I don't think, but I just like these, so I'll be taking these. And then we talked about the new strips already, and so this is the sleep, this is the energy, same concept. We talked about the sleep already, but the energy has 50 milligrams of caffeine, which is half a cup of coffee or so, and then there's, I think, B12 and maybe L-theanine also in here. I can't remember. I'll pop it up on the screen, but I keep these in my fanny pack, and I keep these in that nighttime Dyneema bag. These we will be adding to our daily diet as much as possible. Thank you to Bare Bones for sponsoring this video. This is instant beef broth. It is 10 grams of protein, 5 grams of collagen. We've tried the beef flavor. They're sending us chicken and a couple of other flavors that I've seen on there. And what I love about it is individual servings. And it's basically like a, you know, like you have a liquid IV pack or one of the other like elements or something. It's super light. And so you add this to water, you add it to ramen, to your backpacker meal, to whatever, and it adds 50 calories and of course 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of collagen. I am working with them. They are sponsoring us, but I asked them if they could also give you guys a discount code. So hopefully by the time that I edit and share this video with you guys, I will have gotten our exclusive code for you guys to try this. But this is so good. I am so excited because by them helping to sponsor us, that means it's one less thing that Bear and I have to buy while we're on trail, and it absolutely will help support our nutrition while we're on trail.